Hello and welcome back everybody to Driversroom Festival of Speed Season 5 Round 6. We are here in Croatia at the Dragon Trail Seaside Circuit. Let's go through the grid order of today's race. On pole position we have O'Reilly. Lining up alongside him is Cartman Reviser. Then in third place we have Lionessi. And in fourth we have MS2 Fast. In fifth we have Lex. And in sixth we have MJR Mercer. In seventh we have Vlaev. And in eighth we have Flappy. Then in ninth we have Café Del Mar. In 10th we have John William Egan. In 11th we have RJ Cool. And last but not least, in 12th we have GTO 250. That is the lineup of today's race in Croatia. Let's see what the race underneath those impressive mountains will bring us. It is O'Reilly on pole, and away we go for round 6. Cartman seems to have a great start. We saw already somebody leaving, disconnecting, whatever. And we now see O'Reilly still holds lead, and MS2 Fast is already up the inside of Lex and Lionessi. But now into the first braking zone, into turn 2, Lionessi there going up the inside of MS2 Fast, doesn't quite manage to pull it off. Then Lex in 5th and Flappy moved himself up in 6th now. Then we have MJR Mercer now in battle with Café Del Mar. And he has GTO closely behind him, and there RJ Cool looking for a move on GTO, but he's too far back. And then John William Egan behind in 11th place. Then O'Reilly now still in front with Cartman following. Then Lionessi has overtaken MS2 Fast. MS2 Fast going very wide, and he has dropped a lot of places now. He's now all the way down in 7th place, 8th place even. So one wrong line in the middle sector and you're gone, especially on the opening lap. So now Lionessi is in 3rd place, as we see that MS2 Fast is trying to regain some lost ground. He's now up into 7th place, but for how much longer? Maybe he will get overtaken, maybe he will overtake somebody, as he's doing now, overtaking MJR Mercer just before the chicane of death. As they seem to get all through there alive for the first time. There O'Reilly and Cartman already very much pulling away. O'Reilly a very wide line through the last corner, and Cartman has now closed in on him and has the slipstream advantage. Then Lionessi has broken the toe, and then Café Del Mar out of nowhere. Café Del Mar is now up into 4th place at the beginning of lap 2. So a very chaotic start of the race, as he lost the place to Lex. Lex going a bit deep into turn 2, it actually is. Side by side with Café Del Mar at the exit of turn 3. Now up to turn 4. Who's gonna get out on front? It's Café Del Mar for the time being. And actually looking at the background, Flappy has also lost some places, similarly to MS2 Fast. MS2 Fast regaining some places, but Café Del Mar all out of shape at the beginning of the S's. And then Lex is side by side with MS2 Fast now, going down into the hairpin. Who is gonna go for a move? Lex defense from MS2 Fast and keeps 5th place. Then Lioness, he is pulling away from all that squabbling behind, as well as Cartman and O'Reilly. Now the second time through the chicane. Is anybody gonna die today? Sounds really awful. As GTO has a poor run out of the chicane, banging into the wall slightly. Banging and slightly doesn't really work together, but I don't care. Now Flappy has closed in on GTO, and RJ Cool is together with John William Megan in 10th and 11th place. I actually forgot who left the race, but I'm sure you guys will all know it and will screaming at me in the comments, being like, "Oh, you have forgotten me." Well, anyway, O'Reilly stretching away as Cartman is already sliding at the exit of turn 4. Yes, turn 4 it is. MS2 Fast moved himself up past Lex, and you can just see how condensed this pack is at the moment. Everybody is still closely together, apart from the front-running guys and the guys in the back who are fighting for 10th place. There we see MS2 Fast moving himself up into 4th place, although he does go deep into the hairpin, but he does have the better drive and takes 4th place back again. Now through the chicane of death for the 3rd time. Let's have a drinking game. Every time I say something like the S's chicane of death, take a shot. You deserved it. It's almost the year's almost over. You can have a drink. And Germans are looking to make a move on Lex, as Flappy and GTO are side by side. Flappy seemingly having the better run, GTO pulling into the slipstream. And now it's a case of catching up to the guys in front. Although seeing that only 4 laps in, they have stretched, O'Reilly and Cartman, they've stretched already so far away that it seems to be quite a difficult task to keep up. The field is a bit more spread out at this point in time. RJ Cool quite a while back in last now, making a mistake on the last lap. Maybe the chicane got him. I'm actually not sure. Sorry for that. It doesn't seem like Lioness is pulling away that much from MS2 Fast, nor it doesn't. It does seem like he is closing in on Cartman. Now running the final corner for the 4th time. We are about 8.5 minutes in. Seeing that they mostly do a 2 minute and a little bit more per lap. I think we are gonna have a 15 lap race. Excuse me. O'Reilly is still in the lead with a good gap to Cartman in second place. Cartman was just a 10th slower last lap, so nothing really worrying for Cartman at this moment in time. It's not like O'Reilly is stretching away. One guy who is certainly not stretching away is Linus from MS2 Fast. MS2 Fast putting up a real good chase. Now into the slipstream, down the hill, into the hairpin. Is he going for it? It does look like it. And MS2 Fast is up into third place. But does Linus have the cutback? Yes, he does. And Linus also has the inside now for the chicane section. And Linus holds his third place for now. Now into the chicane. Oh, Linus a bit out of shape at the exit. And MS2 Fast is back up into third place. But now Linus still has got the slipstream advantage. Does he go for a move into the last corner? No, Linus awaits his time. Clearly quicker through at the midway point of that turn. And now into the slipstream. Hoping to go for a move into turn 1. Or, sorry, into turn 2. Into turn 1 can also be an option, but I would say go for a move into turn 2. Hopefully he won't do what he did with the DRSL earlier this evening and overshoot his braking point into turn 2. That would be a disaster for him. Cartman riding the whole width of the curb at the exit of turn 5. Looking for all that space of and road he needs to catch up to O'Reilly. So far we haven't seen a penalty yet, so that's a good thing. John William Megan has got his auto drive on. I'm not sure why. That will help RJ Cool because he's now up into 10th place again. Ooh, that was really close. It was a bit too close. O'Reilly hitting the wall at the exit of the chicane. And that will definitely help Cartman. Because now Cartman is back into the slipstream, who almost going into the back of him. So now that gap has reduced quite something. Let's see, last lap, a 2 minute 3.1 for O'Reilly, a 2 minute 2.7 for Cartman. So 4 tenths quicker. Probably all to the fact, or even more to the fact that O'Reilly hit the wall. And MS2 was doing a 2 minute 2 seconds and 9 tenths of a second. Last lap with the Linus doing a 2 minute 3.3. Always these two corners always remind me of Monza with Lesmo 1 and 2. Lex now driving a bit in no man's land. hoping to chase after Café Del Mar, but seeing that only last lap alone Lex was 1.1 seconds slower, don't think Lex does have a real shot at overtaking. And Joe Mercer needs to keep his pace up, otherwise Flappy might join him for a tasty battle. So far, I think nobody has died of the chicane of death. And John William Megan is back online again. Online. At least he's driving again. We are almost at the halfway stage of this race. I am curious to see who is gonna pit and who is not gonna choose for the option of fresher tires, but the advantage of the time. So let's see who will take the gamble and who won't. That will be very interesting with the GT7 coming in March next year. That there will be dynamic weather. So then we can see that there will be some unfortunate rain coming at the midway point in the race. Do you go to inters or do you not? As RJ Cool goes a bit too shallow into turn 5, hitting the wall at the inside. Cartman having an awful last lap, a 2 minutes 3.9, which was 1.3 seconds slower than O'Reilly's lap. Lionessy is keeping up with MS2 fast, but let's see who is gonna go into the pits. Is anybody going for a pit stop? And yes, Cartman does go in for the pit stop. He takes the gamble, and that moves MS2 fast and Lionessy up into second and third place. Café Del Mar joins Cartman as well in the pit stall. No refueling, or actually a little bit. 10% more fuel put into the car. Let's see for Café Del Mar. Wow, 18% more. So now it's a chase to hopefully get some advantage from those new tires. Lex now having much clearer air in front of him, like he had for a while. But now he has got Flappy behind him. Flappy in 5th and MJ Mercer in 6th. So now it will be interesting who has got the better pace. We will see it at the end of the next lap when we will see the raw pace. Now as Lionessy going for a move on MS2 fast down into the final corner. I don't actually know that corner number. I will have to count them. So Lex now behind Lionessy. O'Reilly is now all on his own. But he's not looking too great on fuel though. Maybe, what will it be? 37%? He can make it, but it will be a close call, I think. Like we have seen all season. And Joe Mercer, meanwhile, doing very good on his fuel. I think Cartman put in a bit too much fuel. That 10% was maybe a bit too much. Café Del Mar definitely put in too much fuel. As RJ Cool having not so great last couple of laps. Falling away from John Willie Megan. So the only guys who took the gamble were Cartman and Café Del Mar, and Cartman setting a purple sector 2. So definitely he is quite on pace. And he nails the last turn as well. And now GTO and MJ Mercer have a very hot Cartman behind them. So for Cartman, what will this lap be? You can see just how much he closed in on them. It will be a 2 minute 1.666. A fastest lap of the race. As Café Del Mar did a 2 minutes 3.4, so not quite on pace there yet. Cartman moving himself past GTO, and now moving himself past MJ Mercer into turn 4. I was almost gonna say Lesmo 1, but that wouldn't be accurate. So can Cartman close in on the other guys within 8 minutes? Or otherwise said, within 4.5 laps. So let's have a rundown of the order now. We have O'Reilly now far in front after Cartman made his pit stop. In second we have Lionessy, and in third we have MS2 Fast. Then in fourth we have Lex. In fifth we have Flappy. Then sixth we have Cartman. Seventh is MJ Mercer with in eighth GTO. Then ninth is Café Del Mar. 10th is John William Megan. And RJ Cool in 11th place. Having a awful last lap. Not quite sure what happened there. Lionessy still holding off MS2 Fast for second place. as Flappy seems to be closing in on Lex. Who knows what that will bring us to the end of the race. As John William Megan goes into the pits. Interesting choice. Maybe thought he was low on fuel. No, I don't think so. Strange. Maybe on accident? I don't know. You have to tell me. Cartman doing a 2 minute 2.2 last lap. Flappy doing a 2 minutes 4. So 1.8 seconds quicker. If he can keep up that pace, Cartman will move himself past Flappy and maybe even past Lex. So it will be interesting to see what will happen. But I think that Cartman isn't going to win it today. Seeing still how far away he is. He will be lucky if he gets a podium, but I don't think the pit stop was the good move. Last lap a 2 minute 2.1. Flappy a 2 minute 4.1. So 2 seconds quicker last lap. At this rate, Cartman is definitely gonna overtake Flappy and maybe even Lex. As now it seems that MS2 Fast has dropped a slight gap to Linus, but still well and truly in slipstream distance and most importantly striking distance. Let's drive on board with Cartman going into the final sector, already side by side with Flappy. Keep your eyes on the road. Now let's have a look. And I think that Cartman has moved himself past Flappy. But now, with the slipstream, maybe excuse me, Cartman is able to move past Lex. As Lex goes very wide at the exit of the final turn, it will be drag race to the line. Not really, because they still have 3 more laps to go, I think, or 2 more. No, 2 more. Excuse me, 2 more laps to go. But it will be Cartman who takes 4th place, as Flappy did seem to have a good run. As they touch, Martin, they touch. But it will be Lex who is still in front in Flappy, but they are both down a place now since Cartman moved himself up into 4th. As Flappy goes for the inside into turn 5, makes it work, although Lex is still there. And Lex is now behind Flappy. Lex going for a different line into the S's. Desperately trying to catch up to Flappy. Cartman 2 minute 2.5 last time round. MS2 Fast at 2 minute 4.5 almost. as the Lioness and MS2 are side by side. Nobody giving the other guy an inch. Who will come out on top? Ooh, it's gonna be close, but I think Lioness will come out on top. But all that squabbling has led to Carmen having an amazing run on them out of the chicane. Is he gonna get 2 in 1? Yes, I'm sure he will. Now, Carmen is back up into 2nd place, so definitely better on pace with that new tires. As we saw that Flappy going onto the grass, coming up to the final lap of the race. Ooh, it will be interesting to see who will come out on top of Lioness and MS2 Fast. They've been the closest, I think, of anyone in this race. But now O'Reilly doesn't need must not make a mistake, although he did last time round, a 2:08. Well, Carmen did a 2:02.6. So there's hope for Cartman still if O'Reilly messes up the final corner. It's the final lap, light is flashing. So next time the drivers will cross start finish, they will end the race as Lex goes wide. Now on to the hairpin. Is Flappy going for a move? It sure looks like it. Oh, as Lex goes into the wall caused by Flappy. That's disastrous. Flappy does wait for Lex to catch up, I think. Yeah, does he do that? I think so. Although they're still side by side into the corners leading up to the chicane. And Lex has actually got some damage. And now Flappy does have the better run. But O'Reilly will claim victory. Sorry for that shortcut. Stellar drive from him. Cartman choosing for the pit stop. Managed to make it work. Who's gonna get out on top? Lioness, he just narrowly takes the last podium spot from MS2 Fast. Then Flappy will come home in 5th place after overtaking Lex, and then Mercer comes home 7th. Then in 8th comes GTO. 9th Café Del Mar. Also tried to pit stop, didn't make it work. I am not sure if there will be some steward investigation on that last lap incident between Flappy and Lex, but who knows. Then John William Egan rounding the final corner to take 10th place. Bit of a lonely drive for him. But that was it for tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like, subscribe, and comment who you think was at fault at that last lap incident. For now, see you next week. Bye bye.